Hi, my name's Kevin Uphill. I'm the founder and chairman of Avondale Corporate. So if you decided an employee ownership trust is right, it can sound very complex, but in reality it's a relatively simple concept. You set up a new co, which is a trust by trust deed, and it buys the old co, and you use the money that might be spare in the old co to finance that deal, along with the cash flow over a period, typically 6 to 7 years, to buy the deal. A typical management buyout is typically funded over 3 to 4 years, and they will normally use the cash flow of the business to buy itself. Whereas because you're doing an employee ownership trust and you can continue perhaps to sit on the board or the trust, you can stay involved in the business, then you're happy to look for a longer period, and you don't need management's approval to do that. You don't have to have their permission to do it. So it's quite acceptable to do them over 6 or 7 years. And we even have some consulting businesses where people are heavily involved, being done in over a 10-year period, and that's perfectly acceptable. Trade sales don't necessarily suit everybody. The government put in the legislation for employee ownership trust in 2014, and they did that to encourage social mobility and productivity within the UK SME community. I am absolutely passionate about that. I don't believe there's enough business expertise in those smaller companies. I don't believe that they achieve their potential. And when you do an employee ownership trust, after you've carried out an initial transaction, the business is run for the benefit of all the employees, which is great because it distributes wealth more across the spectrum. But also because you haven't got owner-managers taking higher dividends or shareholder value off the table through the equation, once the initial seller's been paid out, those businesses will reinvest more for growth. And because they reinvest more for growth and look after the employees better, then they're better business models, and that contributes to the economy more.